Oh my God. Welcome to the Aloha Press podcast and YouTube show. Join with me today. Holy shit, in living person.
Live in living
Live.
color.
I mean,
Right here.
we're here in Atlanta, Georgia with Jeff Bellotti.
Wearing all black.
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
Hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire at the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.
Let me tell you, I'm running on fumes, ladies and gentlemen. The time change is real, but the time change with a newborn at home is even realer. So the fact I'm still awake at what would be 10:21 Eastern time is a miracle in itself.
Dude, it's impressive because it's it's I remember those early days, but you're here, you're gonna get a good night's rest, I think. Unless my 3-year-old wakes you up. Expectations. First of all, no, not even expectations. We're getting too far down the road. Why the fuck are you even in Atlanta, Georgia?
Well, there's a few reasons. Not a lot that I've made known to the public. I would like to thank JC because, I made the flights out here today and he welcomed me with some Uniling beers and some whiskey. Took me to Cigar Bar. It was amazing start to the trip. Most people think I'm here to do golf stuff, play golf, talk golf, whatever. Yes, but there's a bigger reason.
There is.
There's some tickets that we've been trying to get for our whole lives. Things you probably never imagined were possible. That a dream came true. Really did.
Yeah.
And I was given the 2 seconds to make a decision, and luckily some things fell in place, and here I am.
Dude, we're going to Augusta National. We're going to the Masters on fucking Tuesday. We're going to see Tiger Woods. I mean, we're going to see fucking just the Mecca. I mean, last year at this moment in time, we were recording a podcast with 7 other dinglings, which I appreciate you guys jumping on the show. And it was the show took 8 hours to edit because we had so many guests. But we were asking people either a lifetime membership at Pebble Beach or one day, 24 hours at Augusta National. And everyone thought we were crazy when we said we're going to Augusta National for that one day. I even think we gave up years of our life.
We definitely gave up 5+ years of our life. That was part of it. And there were only 2 knuckleheads that took that side of the bet. And that was me and you.
Yeah.
Everybody else said, I'm taking Pebble Beach for a lifetime, and I'm going to play out there. Monterey's close. I can drive, which makes total sense. It really does. We played Pebble Beach. We walked it during a major championship. We know what it's like. But there's just something about Augusta, the aura that is Augusta National and the Masters, which is the reason you see us here today. I mean, a practice round on a Tuesday. Most people would scoff at that like, you guys are idiots, right? You paid hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for tickets to go to a practice round? Yeah. And flew across the country to come do it.
Yes.
That's how much it means to us.
Well, fuck. I mean, the aura alone. I walked in the airport today, and all I see is just fucking little outlines of the United States in bright yellow and green, the little flag, just about 2.5 hours east of us is Augusta National. And the aura just alone was just incredible. Expectations for the week. We normally would do a podcast, congratulating the Valero Texas Open winner, JT Spam, I think.
JJ Spawn.
DJ Spawn. Sorry. Congratulations. We'll probably see you there on Tuesday, but I mean there was a women's major championship. No clue who the winner was at.
California girl.
Okay.
I think so. Anna Davis or something like that. California girl, yeah.
I watched zero golf. All I've been watching is the Masters.com. Okay, I'm watching live updates on Tiger Woods. He's on property. He is playing golf. Jeff, just the aura and the expectations for Tuesday. What are the things? What are some of the boxes that you want to check when we go to Augusta National?
Well, in all reality, we were a little disappointed when we found out Phil Mickelson wouldn't be there, right?
Absolutely.
We thought Tiger Woods was a no go.
Oh, sure, immediately no go. I didn't even think he was going to be on the roster.
Right when we said let's get these tickets, which was a miracle in itself, and JC could tell that story in a little bit. Tiger Woods was an afterthought.
Absolutely.
Now he's the forefront. Like he's making this trip that was already magical, even that more more better for us. But the biggest things for me is, and I just can't wait to see what it looks like, because all I have in my mind is what I've seen on TV.
Yeah.
But then I also have the images that you've given me from the outside of Augusta National.
Yeah.
Outside the gates, right? The shitty hotels, the rundown fucking street markets, the police everywhere, the chain link fences, 15 feet high to keep you out. So it's that give and take that I can't wait to see, because right now we don't have them up here, but we have 2 tickets to paradise.
We do.
That say, you know what, boys? Go ahead, walk right in there.
Yes.
Enjoy. And you know what? If they said you're here from 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, that's how long we'll fucking be in there.
Yes. It was one of those things. So like, we had an opportunity to get the tickets, and it was one of those things that I can't go into details because I don't want to get stopped at the gate, because we might have broken some rules, which is okay. Which is, I think, hundreds of thousands of people have. But the thing that like, it was just put out there in the world, okay, that we wanted to go to this event at some point in time in our life. And I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, it would be so cool if, like, I've always heard these rumors of like people not being able to go who have had tickets, and they just, find their way. They find their friends in the world, and we found 2 of them, which finding 2 is just incredible, where I didn't have to fork over my money to like some internet website and pray someone's going to mail these passes to us. It was handed in person. It was just, I don't want to call it fate, but I feel like it was a little fate.
Well, it's part of the process of you moving to Georgia. You get a little better odds out here. Maybe not in the lottery itself, but in the fact that your neighbor might win. And, it just happened, to play out this year. But here's the thing. We're here in Georgia. We're going to play golf tomorrow at the local country club. And then we're going to wake our ass up early, and we're going to head out to Augusta National. They're about 3 hours away from where we're at right now. And we're going to take it in. I mean, we've already planned breakfast, lunch, and dinner, beverages. It's one of those things. It's just, Augusta National doesn't change for anybody, and it's sure as hell not going to change for us. But we're going to go in there and take full advantage of everything that they have to offer for us.
Dude, you were naming off some of the things that I had forgotten about, like just the menu and just the value that you get. Like, we're going to go through hell to get there. We're gonna move across the country. You're gonna take fucking red eye to get here, on zero sleep. You're pumped up on fucking allergy medicine because the pollen in Georgia is rather strong. I just think like you brought up the menu, the food. I mean, the food and the beverages. It's just, I forgot the price is just incredible.
I feel like, for what you'd pay for a pizza,
yeah,
you could get one of everything on that menu.
Oh yeah.
Then you throw in $2.50 for beers. I mean, that's like Keystones, right?
Yes.
But I don't even care if it's Keystones. I would drink Keystones all day at Augusta National, all day. They're like water. Yeah. And I would get away with it. But I'm just at the point right now where I want to walk 18 holes. I want to go find our guys. Obviously, Tiger Woods is going to be the main attraction. I want to look at the practice green. I want to watch him putting. And I just want to be a part of it. But you know what? People that have found out we're going, they want something else.
What do they want?
They want a little bit of that grass. they think like it's that little hybrid, Yeah. You know how you can bring some home, and you can plant it, and we can regrow green. That's what they want. And I want it too. My backyard might be Augusta National by the time I get home.
It's gonna be. I think we might be escorted off the property when the lights turn off. Because, dude, it's just so special. Like, the one thing that I'm looking forward to the most is just seeing what you don't get the privilege to see on TV. Because TV in the Masters does an incredible job of really painting a very amazing picture of, like, just the excitement, just how they capture everything. But to be able to see, like, how that's produced and then see the buildings and the fucking just kind of the history that people aren't, I mean, for fucking 2 weeks out of the year, you're allowed to have an opportunity to show up. Now we are having that opportunity. It's just gonna be incredible.
Well, you're right, and we still don't know. Are we going to get to walk down Magnolia Lane? Are we going to get to see Butler's cabin? You know, are we going to get to see these houses that these people have out there? We still don't know. We're going to try our best, but I think you're right. I think if we've been there for 10 hours, maybe, you know, hour 11, it might be time to kind of pull some strings, maybe push the limits a little bit,
Yeah.
and see what we can get away with. You know, hey, you want to kick me out at hour 11? That's fine. It's a lot better than hour 2,
Yeah,
right? Because hour 2, I'm going to be still hungry and sober. So,
yes, I agree. It's the one thing that so what's the one, like, I know we're gonna walk the property, we're gonna walk the entire golf course because it's one of those things that I think the CBS television coverage doesn't do a great. They've done it pretty good these last like 5 years, but the front nine, you don't get to see a lot of those holes, especially on Sunday, especially when fucking Tigers come down the stretch to win, like beating Louis, beating fucking Brooks and everyone. It just, you don't get to see those front nine. I'm looking forward to that, like, first tee box.
I'm definitely looking forward to the first tee box. I think for us, the opportunity to get out there and walk all 18 holes, no matter if the guys are out there on the course at that time or not, and just get it done and walk them, because everybody knows the back nine.
Yeah.
Everybody knows every single hole in the back nine. But like when we go to Pebble Beach, we know every single hole.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping to gain from this. Walk them all, check them all out, and then honestly get to the merchandise booth, because at Pebble Beach for the U.S. Open back in 2018,
Yep.
I think, that was a big thing for us to go buy gear and stuff. And, the very few people that do know we're going to this tournament, they all want something, right? They all want a shirt or a hat or something like that. And I've got no problem stockpiling. I brought an extra backpack on the plane just to be able to bring stuff home, because it's an opportunity you're never going to get. And if you're like me, you're a dumbass, and the stuff you usually buy, like the nice crystal goblets and stuff that you drink out of, you break. And you can't replace that shit.
It's tough to replace.
So I'm going to try to stock up. I really am.
You should. The merchant. So I didn't even think about, like, the merchandise. There is, like, the people wearing the gear, it was either a gift to them or they had to go to the event and just purchase it at the merchandise place. It's not like you can roll in there in 4 months and be like, "Hey, can I get a shirt?" Like, that's not the opportunity. Like, you only have this one chance to really kind of take advantage of that.
Exactly. And the best part about the Masters, and we talked about this earlier, from the ticket prices to the food to the beverage to the merchandise, it's all one price, and it really hasn't changed in a long time. It's not like Pebble Beach where they're going to gouge you and they're going to charge you $150 to $200 for a polo. It's not going to happen. You're not going to pay $10 for a beer. We've seen that.
Yes.
So, back in the day, our buddy Chris Crandall went, and I remember him coming back with a towel and a ball marker for me, $10-15. That's cheaper than your local muni.
Yeah. That's incredible. I don't know. I will say, I'm very thankful that you're here. But also, like, this is one thing that I have to bring up. My wife, okay, when I said we're going to the Masters, she goes, "I'm not even on this list to be invited, am I?" I had to really have a solid conversation with myself, a little pep talk, and I had to say, just be strong, okay? Honey, you are not allowed to go this time. Maybe next time. But just the appreciation of the, like, just the buildup of all those years. And the one cool thing, as we didn't know, you never know with Tiger Woods. This might be his last one.
Well, it very well could be his last one, and I don't know if you have ever seen him in the past. I've never have.
I never
I
have.
mean, we hope to see him at the U.S. Open practice round that we got to go to, and we didn't see him.
No.
Uh, and yeah, you never know when you're going to get to see him again, given his injuries, given his driving ability with the car. You just don't know. And we love him. He's the reason we watch golf. He's the reason we do this show. He's the reason that I'm here today. But the fact that he might be there, and we're watching live updates today of him out there practicing and playing with Billy Horschel and his caddies in the bib walking around. Like, he's not out there practicing for fun.
No.
He's not practicing to get to the championship
No.
dinner, the champions dinner. He's out there to play. He's out there to win. And you know what? Fuck, I would put money on him. I might go. I don't. Do you guys have local sports books out here? How do you guys
It's
do it?
illegal to gamble in state
Okay.
Georgia, but
All right, we
can-
drive to a neighboring state. You might put money on Tiger Woods. I don't know.
I think we might. I mean, why not? The odds can't be great. He's got it. What's crazy is Tiger Woods will be favored to win.
Okay, speaking of odds,
Yes.
I don't know what Tiger Woods odds are. I really don't.
No clue.
But I do know prior to this week and last week, I think, before anybody even knew that he had a chance of playing this golf tournament, his odds were still better than Max Homa. And Max Homa made it known to the public that Tiger Woods still had a better chance of winning. Fuck, Charlie Woods might have had a better chance of winning than Max Homa, which is crazy. The guy's a freaking tour winner.
Yeah.
Wins at Riviera last year.
Yeah.
He's a great golfer. A guy that hasn't played golf coming off of reconstructive surgery has better odds to win than him.
It's just the way it goes. It's just there's only one Tiger Woods. There is many Max Homas. Okay. I love Max Homa. I'm just saying there's a lot of funny guys out there in the Twitter world, okay, who could probably play golf. I mean, if Justin Thomas spent a little more time on his Twitter, I think he could compete.
Well, that's the new age of golf right now, though. 6, 7, 8 first-time winners already this year.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, that never used to happen in the past, and it's only going to continue because the game is so saturated right now with really good players.
Yeah.
It really is, and we miss Tiger and Phil, though. We've talked about it ever since we've been doing this show. The first show back in the day, right, when Tiger won the Masters. We're missing those two. Those are the two big names still today, even though they're both over 40. One over 50.
Yeah. So, who's going to... So, looking at, just the way the season's played out so far, there's so many new winners. Scotty Scheffler, obviously, is a guy who you have to kind of put it near the top of the list with 3 victories. This week, Augusta National, is it going to be a first-time winner? Is it going to be a guy who comes from, someone... Is it a Justin Leonard, type winner? Is it a Zach Johnson type winner? What do you think? And again, we're going to have a better idea on Tuesday, but just looking at the conditions, you're here in Georgia now. You've kind of smelt the air. You've seen the cigar smoke. What is there a player that you go, okay, this might be the guy?
So there is. There's obviously I've got somebody in my mind that's won before here. That's starting to kind of pick his game up that I think might actually win this tournament. Who I would pick if you weren't asking me for a first-time winner. But I'm going to pick a first-time winner here that's won a major championship in the past.
Okay.
And he won a major championship in the past that we went to and walked around that. And that guy's Gary Woodland.
Okay.
He's been playing surprisingly well the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
He's picked up his game. He's obviously got the ability to win the big one.
Yeah.
So that would be the guy that I think might be a first-time Masters champion this year would be Gary Woodland. Just given what he's doing right now.
Well, shit. If you look at his, we're sitting. I can't believe it. We're sitting in Tacoma watching the U.S. Open. Those fucking greens are so small, and his iron play was just incredible. You've got to be so accurate out there at Pebble Beach. And Augusta National is the same way. Yes, the greens are going to be massive, but at the same time, you're hitting to spots in those greens. And I think you're right. I think that's he's a very sneaky first pick winner at Augusta National.
He is, and you know, his game is not flashy.
No.
He's not wild and you know, kind of out there to where he gets the crowd going one way or the other. But the shot at Pebble Beach that told me that he can win at Augusta National was on 17.
Oh,
We know
that
how
flat
hard
shot?
we
Oh
know
my
how hard
God.
that par three is, right?
Yeah.
And you miss right to where that flag's at. We played that flag when we were there.
Yeah.
You can't get to that flag.
No.
He
It's
couldn't
just-
putt it. He had to flop it up over a ridge. That's up and down material that you're going to have out at Augusta National. So it's just, you know, I'm 1-for-1 this new year. I mean, I picked one match and I picked the fucking winner.
You
so
have.
maybe I'll go 2-for-2.
You might go 2-for-2. What's like if you're gonna spend any time at Augusta National, which hole are you picking and posting up and just observing for maybe an hour or so? Is there a hole that you can think of there you're like, okay, this is gonna be fucking this, I have to see this shot. I gotta see it from a couple players.
There's a lot that come to mind. There really is.
Dude, there's so many.
There really is. Like, I'm sitting here going, fucking 16, fucking this, that.
There's 16, there's 15, there's
Here's
12,
the
there's
thing.
11.
Here's the thing. I don't want to watch a par five. I think the
Okay.
par fives, minus maybe some of the tee shots, are way too easy.
Yeah.
All the guys can get there very easily into. They can hold the green. The greens are always historically soft. They can hold them with no matter what they're hitting into them, no matter what they're hitting out of. So the par fives don't do much for me. Honestly, I chalk those down as birdie holes.
Yeah.
If you don't make birdie, you're losing something to the field.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But 12.
Dude,
12 just fucking, it blows my mind how hard that is for those guys. We're going to see in 2 days what it looks like firsthand, but it blows my mind how hard it is for those guys.
I've seen so many guys over the years hit it in that creek on Sunday when they make those mental mistakes. And everyone that's played there a bunch, everyone that's really successful, who have won green jackets, it seems like they play to the middle of the green based on just the way the creek kind of involves, and the water comes in play way more than they think, especially with that right hole pin placement. I'm more intrigued just by the overall distance, because the TV doesn't do it justice. Like, hole 11 is like a 500-yard par 5, and you're like, that thing looks massive. It looks like 750 yards on TV. But that par 3, I mean, a wedge shot, a 9-iron. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that, like, that depth perception.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like. It's got all the azaleas in the back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the hole responsible for Tiger Woods winning in 2019. Brooks, Francesco,
Yeah, I mean,
both dunking it in the creek. They gave him the tournament right there.
yeah.
They allowed him to make bogey on 18 right there. So I just want to see what it looks like, because, you know, we play par threes at home,
Yeah.
at Castle Oaks or courses, even from the white tees that are longer than that hole.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you're thinking these guys are hitting pitching wedges, it's kind of like, I mean, it's not the same as TPC Sawgrass, but, you know, you look at 17 out there. How is this hole so hard for these guys? They can hit those clubs to within 10 feet every time
Yeah.
until the pressure gets there.
Oh,
And the pressure's no bigger than at the Masters.
it's gonna be huge, especially and again, what I'm so excited about is like to be able to. So the first major championship we went to, at Pebble Beach, like the ability to like go walk it, see it, and then go watch it on TV is just a different experience.
It's huge. And here's the thing. We've never been to a major championship on the weekend and watched it in person.
Right.
I don't think I want to.
Nah. I've been there on Sunday at the fucking FedEx Cup championship. It was horrible. It was horrible. Like, I couldn't see anything. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to watch it on my phone. Like, in Augusta, you can't have your phone, so you ain't gonna be able to watch shit. And I'm sure they do a good job with leaderboards, but in person on a Sunday, I don't think so.
No, I mean, I feel great for
Unless I'm sitting next to Jim Nance. Okay, if I'm sitting next to Jim Nance,
exactly.
then fucking I'm game.
If Jim can fucking whisper in my ear all day,
Yes.
we're fine. But hey, send me home. Send me home. Let me watch it on the weekend. I mean, I've already got my fucking day planned on Saturday and Sunday. I told the wife, couch is mine, baby's mine. appetizers, a couple cocktails, and we will sit here
Oh
from the
yeah.
time it starts till the time it finishes, both days, and I'll watch it. And you know what? I'll know where everybody stands. I'll know every shot somebody hits. I'll get to watch all the highlights. And you know what? If I got to get up and take a pee, you know what I do? I hit pause.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's no pause in real life.
No, there is no pause in real life.
So that's just my thought. I'm just grateful that I'm here and then we get to go watch this in real life, see the practice rounds, see the players, listen to them hit. I mean, people, out there that play golf, it's kind of like going to a baseball game. We've said this before. It sounds a lot different coming off their club.
Oh yeah.
And it's fun to watch that. It's fun to see the ball spin back and the ball zip like crazy there. So I can't wait.
Well, one of the things that I think we're going to be surprised about, like one of the most things, is how quiet that property is during the practice round. And then how loud it can get on a Sunday when Tiger's fucking hitting it close on 16 and rolling it in for birdie. I'm just going to be shocked on just the like pure peace when it comes to one, because you have to have peace, and if you're an asshole, they just kick you the fuck out. So I'm gonna look forward to like the actual peace and quietness, and like to be able to hear the fake bird noises that they tune in, the fake wind noises. I just want to see and feel all that.
Well, very true. It's going to be different from any golf course you've ever been on. And you're right. I mean, when have you ever gone to a golf course and worried so much about the rules? Fuck, we're reading the back of the ticket. We're searching it on Google.
Yeah.
We're asking people that have been there before. Do I need to tuck my shirt in? I mean, do I need to wear certain shoes? I don't know. There's so many rules to get into this place. The biggest one, obviously, is no cell phones.
Right.
We're lucky enough to bring a camera. But yeah, they're old school and they run that joint, and that's part of why you're going to get that kind of that atmosphere that you're talking about,
Yeah.
where it's going to be quiet. You're going to hear the birds. You're going to hear, the players and the caddies talking. It's going to be a different experience.
I do want to see Zach Johnson just absolutely like toe punch one, right?
I hope he fucking toe punches one and hits me in the eye, my bad eye, that I've already busted and had surgery on, and I'll get us tickets to fucking Saturday and Sunday. But I don't want to walk it. I want to sit in the hospitality.
Yes.
I want to sit in the hospitality. I want to have a TV screen up there. Somebody catering
Yes.
to me. Yeah, I'm in for that.
I'm down. So getting to the actual players and to the weekend, we're gonna give you guys we're gonna record a podcast after while we're driving back from the actual event on Tuesday. But let's get into some of the players for this week. Bryson DeChambeau, does he show up?
He shows up and he has no chance.
Do you think he's going to try and overpower the golf course like he did a couple years ago?
I don't think so, because I don't think he can right now. I don't know what his real injury was or how it actually happened. But watching him try to come back and play in the match play was kind of painful.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he was hurting, but things had changed. He either changed the swing or he changed the way that he was going after the golf ball, and it didn't look normal for him. So I don't see him competing.
Does Rory McIlroy have any chance at a Grand Slam this week? I mean, we bring it up every year. I mean, since the last time he choked on it, does he have any chance?
I mean, you'd like to think he does, and I say absolutely not. I mean, he's shown nothing that says he's ready to win this championship. Doesn't mean he can't come out and have a great week, because he's a great player, but
Yeah.
nothing in my mind says he's ready at all.
Yeah, it's I keep thinking of like, because this field is so small. It's like it's down to like 90 some players. This is one of those major championships that like the event stays the same. You get a pretty minimal field compared to a U.S. Open or a PGA Championship, and you got to wonder, like, the guys who are first time winners, like, I think have no chance at all. Like, I don't think JJ Spud is Span or whatever the hell his name is. I don't think he has any chance. I think he's gonna go out there and play fucking 36 holes every day before Thursday and just totally fuck himself. But I don't know, like, the talk of Scottie Scheffler, number one in the world now, John Rahm, Seems like he's kind of slowed down a little bit. Is he? I mean, he's got to be a favorite for Augusta.
I'm gonna tell you right now. There was a while there I didn't think anybody in the world could beat John Rahm.
Yeah.
And then the putting woes hit him because he still hits it amazing.
Yeah.
He still
he
hits
does.
fairways. He hits it close. He puts like me on the Velcro greens at Castle Oaks. He cannot get it to the hole, and he cannot catch the lip. I think he's a non-factor this week. I don't think you're going to see any first-timers win. But going back to Rory just boggles my mind.
Okay.
Because imagine you're Tiger Woods or you're any of these other old-time golfers, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, that need to win this one tournament to get the Grand Slam. You think you'd find a way, put in the work. He never prepares to where he's coming into this tournament like on fucking running at the tens. He never does. He comes in off miscut. It's like, and you expect to win? Like, does he really care? I mean, he's booking his weekend right now to go hang out with Ricky Fowler and Jason Day for the fucking watch party. The guys that aren't even there.
Is Jason Day not in the field?
He's not there either.
Ricky's definitely not. This
Ricky's
is
not
the second year he ain't gonna make
Guy's got more commercials than anybody on TV.
Oh, God.
Can't play in the golf tournaments.
What
Me and Ricky played the same amount of Masters the last 2 years.
I mean, at least you're gonna be there this year.
I know. I'm going to spend more time on the grounds than he has.
That's sad. That's sad for Ricky, kind of. His game is so bad. He is just. I mean, Ricky Fowler. I mean, he's almost like a Hunter Mayhem, and I feel bad for Hunter Mayhem because he was not well known, but it's just I don't know.
A sneaky pick. Speaking of Hunter Mayhem, you're bringing up kind of some old news.
Yeah,
Sneaky pick this week, Keegan Bradley.
he's
Couple good weeks in a row.
yeah he's turned around I know he messed up a couple weeks ago at
Got a
at
penalty.
TPC
and
Sawgrass and
got
stuff.
screwed.
But he just has been consistently just in that top 5, in that top 10. I mean, guys won a major championship. Shit, he won it here in Atlanta. I mean, I don't want to go to the Georgia thing, but there's a certain technique. I mean, it's bent grass, it's rye. It just is. I don't know. I think you're right. I think Keegan Bradley, if his putter's on fire, I think he's got a real good chance.
I think so. I think another no-go this week is Jordan Spieth. What he's doing with his golf swing, I have no clue.
You don't like his new move?
I watched him on the range, and I didn't know if he was trying to channel Jim Furyk or.
It is very out. It is very out. It's not.
And the fact that we have to rehearse it before every shot, if you're having to do that before every swing, I mean, I'm not a golf pro, but you're in your own head.
He is. I mean,
Swing the goddamn club. You're a fucking multiple major winner.
yeah.
You had a career year in 2015 that no guys have ever had in their lives except Tiger Woods. And now you're out here trying to reinvent the wheel?
Keep it simple, Jordan. I will say, I think Augusta National, the guys who have won here before, I think have so much experience and so much power and just knowledge of the actual golf course. Hideki, defending champion. As crazy, spiritual, however you feel, pretty cool moment for him. Is he gonna be? Is there gonna be too much pressure to defend? And what do you think about his championship dinner? Is there any predictions on what he's gonna have?
All right, well, I'll talk about his dinner first.
Because if Sergio Garcia is picking it out, I'm sure it's gonna be very racist. Okay.
I think his dinner's going to be very good, honestly. I think it's going to remind me and most of the people that actually know us and listen to us of a nice dinner at McCooney's. I really do. I think it's going to be very good. I think he might make everybody wear Mizuno and wear yellow. I love Hideki. I love everything about what he did last year, winning on Nick Martinez's wedding. Wedding anniversary coming up this Saturday of the Masters. The conception of my baby. But he's injured. He pulled out. last week or two, he's not right. His neck hurts. He's got KT tape. Looks like Greg Moon going to the SWAT thing. KT tape all over his fucking body. I don't even know. I mean, he's probably going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can compete. I have no idea how actually competent and skilled he is right now, given his injuries to actually compete. I don't know.
This might be offensive to some people, but it just popped in my head. Do you think his translator is allowed to go to the championship dinner?
I think he has to.
Does he? I think Hideki can speak English.
I don't think so.
He needed to learn English. I think if you win a green jacket, you gotta learn some English because I want to be able to hear him talk.
That or you've got to be able to pick American cuisine, right?
I mean, what's American cuisine? We tri-tip and
Potatoes, a little tri-tip, a little mac and cheese.
yeah.
The essentials, the old JC essentials.
Yes. Shit. So, like, I mean, as we wrap this thing up, the excitement is through the roof. I hope I don't get detained again. We're leaving the drone at home. If you haven't heard that story, go back in the archives and listen to it. Predictions for the winner. Do you want to make the predictions now?
No, I want to wait till after Tuesday.
Okay.
I want to make those on the ride home Tuesday after about 38 beers, a couple pimento and cheese sandwiches, maybe a few breakfast sausages and some coffee to start the day. And I want to watch these guys out there, and pretty much somebody's going to steal my heart, and I'm going to go make my decision then. Because right now, I have no clue.
I'm with you. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I mean, if I was gonna guess anyone, I'd be like Tiger Woods. But at the same time, I want to be able to like go out and see some of the guys actually hit balls on the range and maybe putt. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know how DJ and freaking Brooks are looking. Just to see those guys in person and.
Well, okay. Speaking of Brooks,
Okay.
can Brooks win a major with Strixon clubs? Can he?
And
a golf ball?
I mean, Hideki won it.
He's a different breed.
He's got a slower swing speed.
Yeah, he's a different breed.
Let's
Brooks
wait.
needs to go back to the old Knicks bag, right? Give him a Mizuno this, a Titleist that, and about 18 TaylorMades in that bag, and call it good.
Do you think he's still carrying his like 2-iron, his Nike 2-iron?
I don't know what's going on with his bag right now, but he, what is his little slogans? Level up on his Strixon commercials.
He's got another ad campaign.
Right? I don't know. Find a way to get back in the top 5.
Oh, before we go. So today we saw Tiger Woods' pictures. Okay, we were admiring his orange shirt. Or was it sherbert?
Pinkish.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the shoes? Because it was brought up on social media. It's a big meme now. It appears like they're not produced by Nike.
Well, and that's something we noticed, being shoe guys that we are.
Yes.
If he's going to go out and practice and walk 18 holes at Augusta National in golf shoes that look like they're grandpa's slippers almost, we're going to notice, right? And then as you take a closer look, you notice that where there might have been an emblem has been cut out. He's just got gouges in his shoes. That tells me he's ready to play.
If anything, it shows that he's been worried. First of all, who is gouging out the logo? Can we do a better job? Can we call FootJoy or fucking Titleist and be like, hey, can we unglue this fucking logo, or can we make a bear that doesn't look like Tiger Woods showed up at the thrift store and got the metal spikes off the fucking old man rack?
You think Nike would call him up and say, hey, I will give you $10 million right now to throw some Nike swooshes on your FootJoys for him this week?
Yeah.
Just this week. Just today.
Because fuck, he is. I mean, you go to the Masters.com, he's the only product.
That's it. They're hoping and praying.
Trust
Tiger
me,
Woods showed
drive,
up.
chip, and putt did not matter. Okay, I'm sorry if your kid was involved in that. Tiger Woods was the most important thing. Showing up and walking around in his FootJoys.
Yep, still is. Still is. Always will be. And I hope that he's there on Tuesday when we get there.
Me too. Dude, it's like Christmas, and I'm just praying for no rain. Okay? Just rain for no rain.
I would agree. I don't know whether to wear pants, shorts. JC told me to bring the whole arsenal. I brought the big bag. No rain, but it is like Christmas. It's like Christmas in the sense that I'm not going to sleep.
No.
And I haven't got much sleep in the last 3-4 months of my life, but I might miss more sleep here than I would if I was at home.
You might.
Because Augusta National is a special place. The Masters is a tournament unlike no other. And we get to be there, man, and it's going to be special.
It's going to be freaking amazing. So, do me a favor, if you enjoy us, recapping the Valero, I'm sorry.
You did a great job.
Do me a favor, like and subscribe and hit the bell notification if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to it on a podcast platform, do me a favor and leave a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps boost our 5% podcast of the world, whatever ranking.
Pretty good ranking.
It's pretty good. It's 5%. Okay, it's
Top 5.
Top five. I love it. All right. Really appreciate it. As always, hit bombs, attack pins, and we will talk to you Tuesday after the practice round at Augusta National.
Wearing all black.
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
Hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with Cart Girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire at the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.